party.
We are just a couple of cool guys who talk history.
We've always wanted to...
Just one guy in his 30s, one guy in his 40s, one guy in his 50s. Talking history. Really not doing good with this mic, but I'm just going to leave it like this.
Yeah, what are you done to it, man?
What are you doing?
Well...
Oh, Lord.
Oh, shit.
He gave it to me all stale fish, and so I had to fix it.
Dude, don't talk about him like that, man.
Sorry.
Don't talk about stale fish like that.
Dave, I'm sorry. Stale fish, I'm sorry. Stalefish is our podcast attendant. He's this guy who works here in the strip mall, and he just brings us drinks and stuff.
He does what?
He brings us drinks.
He does.
I mean, I was just trying to do a little improvised silliness, but I just,
We could be Stalefish Productions. Except
Oh.
we're Baboom Productions.
Baboom Wasan.
We got to stick with the brand.
Yeah.
Gotta have balls.
Gotta have balls.
Yeah.
Are we rolling?
Yes. That's a segue.
Has everybody had a good day today?
Get it right in there.
It's haunting.
Oh, is this haunted?
It does sound like a haunted... like Schiffer robe or something.
This is the only version.
Yeah.
Welcome to the land of knowledge.
Welcome. I know what you're thinking. Is that Wing from South Park? But actually, it's not.
Actually, that was Alessandro Moreschi, also known as the Last Castrati. Castrata?
The last castrato.
Castrato.
What's a castrato?
They were... Dave, you're the expert.
Yeah, for all things balls, we'll be going to our main man, Dave, over here.
When we're talking balls, we're
talking balls and music.
Oh, yeah, castrato. They are surgically removed testicles of boys.
Sick.
The castrato themselves are the balls that are surgically removed.
Take a breath.
This is a rough start.
Rough start. I didn't know you were going to put me on the...
Castrato are the Italian... Hold on! Wait a minute! What the fuck am I doing here? Guys, anyways, everybody chill out. We're talking about eunuchs today on Welcome to the Land of Knowledge. And I have a little thing, a little clip.
Unique.
A little uniqueness. Do I? I might be full of shit.
Don't be full of shit, John. All right, you know what? I'm trying to find this.
After the fall of the Western Roman Empire and the Eastern Empire in Constantinople, many of the patriarchs during the Byzantine times were eunuchs. For example, Justinian I had eunuch bodyguards, and even many of the legendary Janissaries, especially under Mehmed I and Murad I and Murad II, were eunuchs who were in political positions. Political eunuchs also flourished in the centers of Muslim power after AD 750. And as a class, eunuch advisors only disappeared with the end of the Ottoman Empire in the early 20th century. The Italian practice of castrating boys in order to train them as adult soprano singers, castrati, was ended by Pope Leo XIII in 1878.
This man sounded like he missed eunuchs.
Yeah.
He's like...
This channel is dedicated to missing eunuchs.
Damn.
Bring them back.
Bring them back. Bring back the practice.
The only people you can trust in office. They're the only people you can trust in office.
So a eunuch is an adult man who has no balls, at least. Sometimes also doesn't have a penis.
So medically,
Medically removed.
Yeah, medically they are. What's the word?
Castrated.
Baldless.
That's what I'm talking. That's what it is. Castrated.
The earliest records for
Can we start
intentional castration to produce eunuchs are from the Sumerian city of Lagash in the second millennium before Christ.
Damn.
You know, they have been parts of many cultures throughout history, playing significant roles in various societies, especially in ancient and medieval times.
Performing a wide variety of different functions, like being courtiers or domestics. They were spies, castrato singers, concubines, sexual partners.
What?
Religious religious specialists. Soldiers.
Why would you cut the balls off somebody you want to have sex with?
So that you can't
so that
get
they
pregnant.
Can't have sex with you?
No, because they can still have sex without the balls.
Ah.
Take a picture so bad of John leaning over like he's.
I don't know. Well,
Okay.
a lot of castratos could suck their own dicks because that's one of the things. When people have their balls cut off at the right time, they grow weird limbs, right?
I think their limbs and I think the proportions get off. I
Yeah.
think, like,
Huge dicks.
Are you serious?
I don't know.
Oh, 'cause
I
that's
feel like I read
crazy.
that somewhere.
I was about to say, man, shit.
You'd think the body is saying, "Oh shit, we're out of service."
Or maybe the body would be like, create even more testosterone. But I guess your testosterone is created in your balls. Okay, so I didn't know that the Janissary Corps
Do eunuchs
were lots of eunuchs.
have large?
You got eunuchs in Mesopotamia,
Penises.
you got
Yeah.
ancient Egypt.
Yeah, so basically the first civilizations going forward until I guess the Pope said, cut it out, no pun intended, had eunuchs.
Yeah, Byzantine Empire.
Yeah, so the Byzantines, and then they were talking about Mehmed or whatever. So that Janissary Corps, that's the Ottoman Empire. They conquered Constantinople in 1453, and they would take like Serbian and Christian children as slaves and then make them Muslims, and I guess cut their dicks off and make them the personal bodyguards to the Sultan. And I didn't know that they were eunuchs, though.
Yeah,
They were kind of
crazy.
like the Varangian Guard.
A lot of North African
The Berbers.
were eunuchs too, right? People
I
that they
don't
would
fucking
capture,
know.
and yeah, because usually there were throughout history, the majority of eunuchs were slaves or people that were enslaved.
Yeah,
and
well, it seems
forced
like
to
a
be
decision
eunuchs.
somebody makes for you.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean, man?
And there are some rare cases in history of self-imposing eunuchs. You
Yeah.
know? The guy that killed John Wilkes Booth was a eunuch.
Yeah, so he cut his own balls off. Was he just like sort of a 19th century religious fanatic type guy?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah.
That's a great band name. What did you say?
Self-imposed
19th
eunuch.
century
Self-imposed
eunuchs. Oh.
Self-imposed eunuch.
Self-imposing eunuch.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
self-imposed
Now I know
eunuch.
that there was the whole eunuch class in China, and some people would unicize their own children because they wanted them to get those upper positions in court and become courtiers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they had to keep their balls and dicks in a box, and if they ever wanted to get promoted, they had to show it, basically being like, "Look, I can keep track." Like, you know, how in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy,
You can trust me.
you know,
Wink, wink. Look.
yeah, right. Well, you remember in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, it's like, at least this guy could hold on to his towel. You know, it shows that you got your shit together. It's like, look, man, I didn't lose my balls. I still have them.
Didn't lose my balls.
Yeah, regardless of the house pets.
I'm still standing.
The word eunuch itself it comes from
What's the root of eunuch?
to tin unen ikain, guardian of the bed.
Okay, so he's not gonna fuck your concubines.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like a bedchamber attendant in the
Yeah,
imperial
or at least
palace.
he won't get him pregnant.
Or there's also a thought it might have come from the term "u tau nu ikan," being good with respect to the mind,
So what kind
which
of...
means because they don't have intercourse, they
Right.
can be trusted.
So,
They're thinking. They even had a term for like thinking with your dick.
yeah.
And that turned the.
No shit, dude.
Dick and thinking.
Now, what are you?
This thing keep going down. Keep lip going up. I'm just going to hold it. I'm just going to hand hold this one.
You can just tighten it. Now, what is? Does it say what language that root was in? I mean,
I
is it
really
ancient
wish
Sumerian?
I didn't paste and copy
think-
that much.
Do you think Gilgamesh was a eunuch?
With a name like that.
Gefilte fish.
It seems Greekish. Who predated the Greeks?
Oh man, shit, dude. Not many, but I guess technically Sumeria and Egypt.
Pretty sure that's Sumerian.
Yeah, it seems pretty Sumerian. To me.
Pretty Sumerian.
Okay, so
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm just sitting here.
Go ahead.
We just did like where they came from, the Islamic world, and they're all over. So,
yeah,
Yeah.
it seems like it's a widespread idea.
They've been popular throughout history. You know,
Like
Right.
Homecoming
We can trust
King.
guys without balls.
Yeah, it's so popular.
And someone was like, and I kind of like how they sing.
Yeah, Ukhtar. There's something about him.
Well, the church. Okay, that's another reason why there was conscribed, because the church, Catholic Church, because women couldn't be part of the church service, and so they had all this sacred music. So
okay.
they cut. Did the next best thing.
They need to bring that shit back, but for the priests.
Yeah. But not by force.
That's interesting. So they could find, someone to hit the high notes.
Yep.
Damn, that's crazy, dude.
And just to go back to what we were talking about, it was Sergeant Thomas H. Boston Corbett, known as Boston Corbett, who killed John Wilkes Booth.
I didn't know John Wilkes Booth got killed.
Yep.
They
He got
kept
killed
him-
on a
he, like,
farm
ran
of
into
some
a
doctor
barn
in
or something,
Virginia.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they burned him out, or they just shot him.
He was sick as fuck because he broke his leg, and he
Yeah.
already was getting an
Yeah.
infection from that
Sic
and shit.
semper tyrannis, dude.
Yep. He broke his leg when he landed on that damn stage, jumping from the fucking balcony or
Hey,
whatever.
is that why they say break a leg? Because he fucking totally killed it?
It predated
Because he
that.
totally killed it?
I think break a leg was a term that started with people in like flying and aeronauts and stuff. Because rather than dying, it'd be better to break a leg.
Oh, okay, cool. I never even
The
heard.
theater took it over.
The theater. Okay, so
let's get back to Eunuch World. They were really quite popular in Imperial China.
yeah,
And the emperor would have a whole fucking army of eunuchs. At some points, they
For
had
real?
fucking
thousands of them.
tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was a whole caste within society, man, that sometimes, depending on their favor with the current emperor, would be really powerful and like call in all sorts of bureaucratic shots, or sometimes they'd, lose favor and they'd go down to just being household servants and shit again.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes people would intentionally unicize.
The eunuch
Their
hierarchy.
children.
Was a symbol of imperial power and authority.
Hold on,
It was
sorry.
a home for
I
thousands
really
of
jumped
eunuchs.
right into this. Sorry.
Eunuchs were castrated male servants who served as palace guards, court officials, and personal attendants to the imperial family. They were castrated to ensure their loyalty to the emperor, as they were unable to father children or establish their own dynasties.
You can't father kids with no
Eunuchs
balls.
were also believed to be less prone to corruption and sexual misconduct than their non-castrated counterparts. However, being a eunuch in the Forbidden City was far from glamorous. Eunuchs were castrated at a young age, usually before puberty, and often against their will. The
No
castration
kidding.
procedure was dangerous and painful, and many eunuchs did not survive.
You're shitting me.
It wasn't as glamorous as most people would
It
think.
wasn't as glamorous. It wasn't their choice, and it was painful. 3 things I would have never fucking guessed. Here's my thing, though. It's like, okay, so this guy has no balls. He's more trustworthy, but it's like, if you want to like play like court games or whatever, a dude with balls is super easy to fucking manipulate, and you know what he probably wants. A guy with no balls, then it's like he actually wants to like control things for other reasons. It's like what? It's like, you know, you got your friend with no vices, and it's like, what is he really motivated by, or like what kind of dark shit does he really do?
Who are you?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's kind of the way I feel about it, dude.
And I was wondering about, you know, they had the different kinds of eunuchs, and some were fully castrated with their dick and balls being removed.
Yeah.
Right? And
That was
some,
the
they got to
Chinese
keep
style.
their dicks, and they would still be able to have sex, and they could, you know, they could even ejaculate, they say, but they couldn't, you know, have kids, and it wasn't like the
Damn.
same. So they must have had some sort of sex drive. They still could get their dick hard.
Yeah.
They
So,
can ejaculate?
yeah, I have
Well, you know,
another
if you have a
clip.
vasectomy, something comes out. It's just
Yeah,
not
exactly.
Great
Great if it came out like a
It's just
balloon.
some. I guess it's just
Damn,
some clear
dude.
stuff. It's
Now, I
it's
don't
like that rhino fart video or hippo fart. You know, that was like one of the first YouTube videos.
what where it spreads its pooper.
Where it's like,
yeah. Now, I might be
How you
hitting on
come
something
when
here.
you're
I might
eunuch.
be hitting on something here. But when did they start
Okay.
making eunuchs, and when did they invent the egg roll?
that is a really good question. I
That
think
one-
the egg roll was also invented in 2000 BC.
Or like 2008.
They had egg rolls. That's one of the first foods, egg rolls. A lot of eggs.
Lots of eggs.
I have a little clip of.
history, there have existed basically three types of eunuchs.
Mm.
Those where were castrated before puberty,
Black, white, and Mexican.
those who were castrated after puberty, and those who had their penis and testicles removed during the castration. Those in the first group. who
So
castrated during
that's a
puberty
little confusing.
That is confusing because
Okay.
it's like
So there's more than three because what about the guy? What if
Right. What if you had your
dick
balls,
and balls after your puberty?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, you know what I'm saying? But also, okay.
That
so
is
obviously, for your like,
fucked up. Take the dick and the balls after puberty.
yeah, yeah.
That's
The rest of it is pretty easy to get along with, but but okay. So
a lot of parents like send their kids to be castrated, like so they'd go to like they'd go to singing schools.
yeah.
I
Well,
think
mean,
some
if it's
people.
that or like
I mean,
getting-
some people have been so poor and so desperate they've always sold their kids.
I mean, it's also
unfortunately,
like-
you know.
that or like be conscripted into the army
Yeah.
to be, you know, a peasant
And
and
they're like, this might be a nice
Wave.
gig for you, okay? You're smart, okay?
yeah.
You don't want your balls. Trust me. It's a fucking hassle.
it's
You'll be
a-
wanting to beat off every day. Just
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, seriously. Which is a sin.
Which is
Which is a sin. So
The
I'm
sin of
assuming, like,
beating
all right,
off.
if you've got the Janissary Corps or you're like your palace guards or whatever,
Yeah.
you want them to have been men already and gotten strong,
Yeah.
and then you remove their stem. But then, why would you? And then you got, you know, the doing it for the singing. But then, why else would you? Why would you do it pre-puberty other than for singing? Unless you're some kind of freak, P. Diddy style, I guess.
I mean, it's all done by force, right? You know?
Yeah.
So they're doing it before they.
Can resist as easily.
Well, so then they don't go through puberty.
Right.
And there was something they liked about that. So they, you know, if they didn't go through puberty,
Right.
then they didn't have as much muscle. They were more docile.
Mm.
not all of them. Not
Mm.
like the singers. They were like divas.
Oh shit!
Ah.
Yeah. Like,
I just meant, I guess,
Dude,
docile
that's
in a testosterone sense. I'm sure they were
Oh,
fucking
my.
maniacs. Like, what was that guy's name? Farinelli. He was
Yeah.
huge. He was like, you know, worked with Mozart and.
And he was a
Handel
eunuch?
and-
yeah.
He
never
was a
worked with
eunuch.
Handel.
Oh,
He was like.
ironically, he
came-
never worked.
he sang some of Handel's pieces. Like he was in like direct competition. Handel was had an opera company in London. They were doing Italian operas.
Yeah, yeah.
And when Farinelli came over, that was a big thing because he was performing for the rival opera company, and so it was taking business away. So they had a kind of a.
I can kind of like picture like him like bumping in with like a feather boa and spinning in his hand as his severed limp penis.
It's
hey boys, wing wing wing.
And I'm assuming he had a dick but no balls.
I'm assuming
he's got like a fancy coin purse made from his scrotum. Don't spend it all.
Because
in
he had
one place.
affairs. If I'm pretty sure he was kind of like one of the like a early celebrity. You know, this was like in the 1700s, right? Late 1700s, early 1800s. Yeah. So, and he was hanging out in the courts, right? He was like the court singer for, the King of Spain or something, right?
Who, Fernelli?
Yeah, for like 10 years.
He was hired. Oh yeah,
or Portugal, Spain. I can't remember which one it was.
I don't know if he was how freelance he was.
He was, so he got paid a lot. They gave him a mansion. He lived on like the palace grounds, I feel like, but he, had to sing for the king every night before bed or something. In his bed chambers. He got it moved, but
nothing makes me more tired than. Also, I can just do it. You don't have to cut my balls off. I'm doing it right now.
I don't think this guy that we're hearing, the only one that they recorded, right? Yeah. He doesn't have the range of like Farinelli or like those famous.
He's the last of them,
but he wasn't very good.
I think he wasn't the. What? No, I don't think he was. Celebrated.
God, what if you got your balls cut off just to be a mid-grade eunuch? A mid-grade castrati?
Well, that's what happened to a lot of them. That's what happened to a lot of them.
Yeah, most of them.
Yeah.
You only remember, there's like a few famous ones, right? And there's like the Farinelli, and there's a couple other that were really famous, in Europe.
Senesino.
And then there's the last one who's famous.
The priests aren't supposed to marry or have sex anyway. Why don't they cut their balls off?
I think they did some ball chopping in some weird periods throughout Christianity in different parts of,
It was better when they could get married.
Yeah, they really dropped the ball on that one.
Oh, man.
This is Alessandro Moretti. Earlier we heard him singing Hostias et Preces, but now this is Ave Maria.
Okay, I think I know
by the
this
last
one.
castrati. You need to sample this, Dave.
I just want to push him into a locker so bad.
Did you see the guy? He looks like somebody that was bullied.
I mean, bullied into cutting his balls off.
Yeah, because look at him now. That's like a 50-year-old man.
Okay. This man looks like he looks like shaved Pumbaa getting ready to go like for a night on the town, dude. This guy looks like a
poor guy.
Regal wombat. He obviously has no facial hair. He
traveled the world.
He looks like a fat vampire. I don't really know.
Yes, that is an accurate description of fat vampire.
He looks like a fat vampire, dude.
This poor son of a gun, he probably got his nuts cut off before puberty when he was like 12 or 11. So
yeah, definitely.
Like a Muppet, yeah.
He doesn't have Muppet proportions.
He doesn't have those male hormones that kind of like.
Yeah.
That's me. We're dissing this dude.
We're punching down.
Whoa, fuck no, dude. We mean at all the funny stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta figure something out here. How old was he when he got his fucking nuts chopped off?
Taking bets.
What do you think?
11.
I'm saying around like 10, 11, because, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know what somebody would look like if they aged with no balls.
Now,
I guess we'll all find out soon enough.
It's interesting. Listen to this. Some have speculated, and it was said his parents, I believe, also said that he was born with an inguinal hernia. I'm not very great at pronouncing inguinal.
What is that, a hernia and mozzarella?
And so at the time, in the 19th century Italy, they believed that castration was a cure for this kind of hernia. So maybe he got castrated at birth. But more people like, nah, it was 1865.
So the Civil
when
War
he was
is wrapping
7 or 8 years old, which was when they would usually do it.
The Civil War is wrapping up in America.
This poor fucker.
And he is the last one. God, kids,
That shit was going on while they were.
I
having a
guess
Civil
that's
War.
better than being like the last person to die in Vietnam before they're like, this isn't worth it. But that's pretty fucking close to be in the.
The Catholic Church didn't end the practice till 1903. Or no, that might not be true. At least they put it into writing.
Yeah.
What did they put in writing?
So-
eunuchs?
So
It's in writing now. Pope
38
says no
years
eunuchs.
passed, and they're like, all right.
Pope Leo, one of the first people ever on film, on a live moving pictures. Pope Leo in like the late 1880s, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Old Leo.
Old Leo, dude.
Old Leo, no eunuch Leo.
Lion of the church.
I like my boys with balls.
Yeah. That's right. That's how Leo sounded.
Leo was from South
Larry.
Carolina.
Yeah, Leo was from Anderson, South Carolina.
He was from damn it, I can't think of what it. Aidensville.
McAdensville.
What else do we have about eunuchs?
I don't know, man. I just wanted to think of somewhere I'm faded. Non-castrated eunuchs.
What the hell? Well, they say Michael Jackson was chemically castrated by his father. Y'all never heard that?
Chemically?
Yeah, that you can
Like they do to,
prevent somebody from going through puberty by...
that's the thing they do to, pedophiles and sex offenders
how ironic
in some
is that?
places.
How ironic is that?
Don't you think?
What?
Well, that they chemically castrated Michael Jackson and then he still was a pedophile.
Ah. Not according to Macaulay.
Yeah,
Or
hot
Corey.
take, I know, but...
Who knows? I mean, I also believe the Cat Williams thing. If they've been saying that you smoke crack for 25 years, you're probably a crackhead.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe Cat Williams, everything he says.
Every single thing.
Every single thing he says, dude. Has got to be true.
He's so, obviously really smart and intelligent. Cat Williams, genius, fucking comedian. And then you got who's the scientist guy who's an actor,
Terrence Howard.
But they have, and it's, that kind of crazy smart, man, this guy's real smart. He is addicted to crystal meth, but he's really smart,
Yeah. Well, Terrence Howard kind of loses me when he says he remembers being born.
I remember the light my parents used to shine in my belly or some shit.
Yeah.
My son, we used to, he has some real anecdotal explanations for some big scientific things where I'm like, okay, dude.
It's also like his acting career went down the hill after he beat his wife up. And then it's like, really, that was all a distraction from my true purpose, which is being a physics, a astrophysicist. And it's like, whatever you got to tell yourself, man. But hell, I mean,
all those freaking fringy quasi-scientists.
Do you know that
always
there was
beat
some
women.
movie that Terrence Howard called the casting director in character to try to get the role, and then they were just like, we're gonna give it to T.I. the rapper. So I think that might have been the last straw for that guy. You imagine calling the character and be like, "It's me, Lucius," or whatever, and then it doesn't even matter.
So Michael Jackson might have been a eunuch.
That's what I heard.
That's first I've heard of that.
Well, let's look.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first on Welcome to the Land of Knowledge.
Welcome to the land of knowledge.
Breaking news. Michael Jackson,
Just in.
potentially a eunuch. We're saying he was one. We can't say 100%. We can't go 100%.
Look, this is from IMDb.
IMDb.
Trusted source. IMDb.
Owned by Amazon, okay?
There's been a rumor going around.
There's been a rumor.
Despite being dead for 15 years, he's still a hot topic of conversation. I like to read this in the Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous voice. Like, despite being dead for 15 years, he's still a topic of hot conversation.
How long will that last for? Will it be longer now because of media? You know, so we have all this video and songs of still of him. But like all the other celebrities like that are forgotten. People are like, "You'll live forever," but it's not like people are like, "Man, James Cagney, yeah," you know.
All right,
but will it be longer with celebrities now? I doubt it. Music
now
more
they're saying
than,
that it's unlikely.
Yeah.
His ability to grow facial hair is a sign of testosterone in the body. Have you ever seen Michael Jackson with a beard?
What, that little bit of like, he would have like that little fucking cracky little sprigs or whatever I'm trying to say.
You know, it's kind of weird how he bleached his skin and made himself look all fucked up. I'm just going to go out and say it.
I thought it was a...
He's kind of like the weirdest dude of all time.
I thought it was a skin thing.
That's not true.
Apparently, according to this little Wikipedia that I'm just, kind of scanning over, there's some, history of religious castration, of course. But apparently it says here that in the Bible they kind of like condone it, but then also say eunuchs can be trusted.
Well, if it's in the Bible.
They never fucking contradicts itself, right?
Never. As a serious student of the Bible, I'll tell you right now, got to read it and take it seriously all the time.
Oh, St. Paul might have been castrated.
Damn, dude.
That's
Not Paul, formerly Saul, dude.
Yeah.
Paul, formerly Saul.
Yeah, he was a tax collector. And then when Jesus turned him into a good person, he changed
How do you
his
think
name
he
to
did
Paul.
it?
How do you think
He
he did
magically
it?
removed his
That's
balls.
Right, dude. Damn.
It was like Looper, 1 minute he was there, and the next minute his balls were gone.
Oh, shit. Dude. Well, that would be better than the way they did it in China where they almost died every time, right?
Ooh, yeah. I have a little, before we wrap this fucking amazing episode about eunuchs up, I got a little blurb here, a little thing
Boys given to the palace by their parents. Before the boys could be trained to serve, they had to be emasculated.
Oh,
a boy would be taken to a knifer at a small hut
a knifer?
in the city.
A knifer in a small hut.
Wait, hold on,
the
man.
outskirts of...
Hey, bro, this is all I do. This is my whole job. Y'all walk around without the balls, I'll take the balls off.
He's got a bunch of...
Got pictures of all the dicks he's cut
Oh,
off.
yeah, I like mobiles. He's got like the things that hang over a baby's crib
Mobiles.
made of dicks and balls.
I thought they had to keep them. Did he keep them on file?
just
So they're
a
like,
knife.
my dicks are... Oh, I got to keep all of them
Yeah.
on file. These guys
Now you can get a decorative urn for your dick and balls and hold on to it. I'll hold on to it for you here, but I can't guarantee it may not be your dick and balls that you get back. At
And
the
the
end of
higher you get up on the eunuch chain, you might want to get a cock and ball wallet. So you can flash your credentials at any time.
Now I'll put a rhinestone on that motherfucker if you really want me to. Now we can do that. We can jazz it up.
Yeah.
Pinstripes, candy paint, white wall on the scrotum.
And I wonder how many, that was like an industry, if there's thousands of these eunuchs.
Right.
How many fucking knifers were there?
Knifer is killing
up.
An old
I'm the
knifer. They're like,
knifer,
fuck, go to
dude.
the cut rate,
Just
old
probably two
knifer.
guys.
You mean a butcher? No, I would never cut an animal. No, what? I wouldn't eat meat.
Leave my dick, please.
Have
Okay.
protest signs saying...
And be killed by the emperor? No way.
Yeah, dude. God, and people
But
are
there's more to this. Hold on.
and people are shitting on circumcision. It's like, what? All right.
Ooh!
Both his scrotum and penis would be removed, generally with a single slash.
I hope so.
Slash. Yeah.
A spigot was carefully inserted to prevent the urethra from closing as the wound healed.
A spigot,
Spigot?
not a fucking catheter. They're calling it a spigot.
A spigot.
That's like coming off the side of the house.
It makes you think of like watering your lawn or some shit.
I had a spigot, dude.
After 3 days, if urine then flowed out, the operation would be deemed a
Oh my
success.
God! It had a valve
There were
on it.
10,000 eunuchs in the
So yeah, and if they
And
when they popped out your fucking your thing, if it worked and you could pee,
You're gonna be all right.
you're gonna be all right.
If you couldn't
If you
pee,
couldn't pee, you died a slow toxic death.
Jesus.
Holy
Christ.
shit! Yeah. Oh
Do
my
we have
god.
to wait 3 days?
Someplace I was reading where they
I'm starting to think this isn't a
like
good
these
idea.
slave unit, like the really bad like eunuchs they would get in like the Ottoman Empire or someplace where they would fucking like do the surgery, and then they would just bury them in the ground from their neck down.
So
they would
they
just have their
wouldn't-
heads.
Don't pick at it.
And then that was like a way that they would stop them. You know, they'd let it heal, and then they'd dig them up after a couple
So
days.
By
Instead
burying
of
them in
the,
earth?
it's like a cone
Yeah, it
around
absorbed
a
the
dog's
blood
head.
and everything from them bleeding and everything.
It's like a cone around a dog's head.
Exactly.
Just bury him in the earth.
So you're buried down there. You have so much time to think. You can't move. You're just
Earthworm
buried,
in my penis.
and you have no dick and balls.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. Especially me with a smartphone and shit. I can barely like chill as it is.
Yeah.
You know, and then fucking no
that
dick
time
and
there-
balls. We'll be back later.
Oof.
But hey, maybe you can see up all the ladies' skirts. So wow, wow, wow.
Then you're like a totally different person. All of a sudden, you have no sex drive.
Yeah. Damn, dude.
Phantom sex drive.
Phantom boner.
Yeah, phantom boners.
Holy shit, dude. Oh my God.
Wet dreams? Oh shit! Like a dry, wet dream.
Yeah, dude, phantom boner. Can you imagine like fucking thinking you got hit in the balls and then
My
there's
spigot popped out. I had such a crazy dream. I popped my spigot last night.
I popped my spigot. Oh Lord.
There were a whole culture of these guys.
So
Wow.
how is the spigot permanent?
I don't think so.
But if they take your penis off, how do you pee? You must have something.
How do you stop
think
from
it's-
peeing? That's what I wondered. The muscles, where are those that keep you?
That's what I'm
you know
saying.
What I mean?
Do you have
Like-
a little fucking?
I know they did say.
Those, like those,
Is there a hose
those
bib?
toys that you press and then it comes out.
Yeah.
I would just think it's like a cap. You know what I mean? They take it off, they piss, and then they
cork?
pop it back like a cork. Yes, thank you. Hold on.
Baby, I don't want to wake you.
I know it's not like your nature, but that
Hey, y'all
sounds
drinking it?
like
Hey,
a
y'all
eunuch
drinking
taking
in
a
there?
piss. That sounds like a eunuch taking a piss.
Oh my God, dude.
Pop.
Somebody's either opening some wine.
I'll eat it.
Damn, dude.
Who popped the spigot?
Yeah. Oh my God. I'll weld it shut, damn it. It was the dog. I swear.
Ying Mei's spigot popped out in front of the emperor. He was executed. This fucking spigot like falling down those fucking marbled steps, you know what I mean?
A dog picks it up and runs away with it. A Shih Tzu.
Brings it over to the emperor, who's all like, you know, just laid out like fucking Jabba the Hutt in his fucking, you know, throne or whatever.
Like a big, like, wide spray.
Your silk robe would be like impenetrable, though. You ever seen Shanghai Noon? Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson pee on his silk robe and then bend the bars to get out of the jail.
Ah, I forgot that. I don't know if I saw that one.
Dude, if you haven't seen Shanghai Noon, I can't even be in
I
this
think
one.
I have. I know I have.
But they're not eunuchs, let me tell you.
Some spigots must have been bigger than others.
Yeah, holy shit.
Over time, would you have to have a bigger spigot?
Maybe some. That was a. Like my spigot's bigger than that.
That's all they had.
Dude, the dick I had was way bigger than the dick you had, bruh. Dude, if I could fuck that girl, she'd be like, But
What is that, a tiger fang? No, it's my spigot. They were warriors too. They had armies of eunuchs, right? And the eunuchs were fighting. So I wonder if they would take other people's spigots
As trophies?
Yeah.
Wear 'em
A necklace, exactly. The eunuch wars. All these guys fighting
You know how
for
like,
these fucking assholes who cut their dicks and balls off.
I think they actually started like in the African tradition too, like making like really large rings.
Right. to make their spigots
Like
bigger.
they do with their ears.
Yeah. So they had really large urethras, I guess.
Yeah.
Holy shit. This has been another episode of Welcome to the Land of Knowledge.
pretty much.
Should we have Alessandro play us out?
Yeah, let this victim of the world play us out, man. What a damn tragedy.
So, if you're taking a bet, do you think that did he lose his junk when he was born because he had that, hernia, or did his parents sell him, and
Well, I'd have to know who was the second to last and how long before him it was, right? Because, like, if the second to last was 50 years before that, then maybe it was, like, it was the condition, and then they were like, I guess the bonus is he can sing. If the second to last eunuch was, like, the year before that, then I think they did it just for the singing.
No one ever remembers me, the second to last eunuch.
I know, dude. Well, you didn't cut an album.
Alessandro, what are you doing? I'm recording an album.
No, never. Is someone washing windows?
I go to Rome to record my album.
Is somebody neglecting the brakes on their car?
He had a likable face that was completely beardless. His chest was remarkably broad and powerful. His speaking voice had a metallic quality, like a very high-speaking tenor.
Metallic.
His demeanor made a youthful impression, reinforced by his lively conversation, which added altogether to a very charming picture.
Hi guys, how you doing? It's Mickey Mouse.
Hey, I don't know. Oh, they're not a cannoli. Alessandro, come in here. Sing for us. Alessandro! We are cutting it. We are making Alessandro castrati. No, it's a huge honor, boy.
Do your dance for your uncle.
I want to keep...
Do your dance for your aunt.
No,
and
Papa,
uncle.
I want to keep my balls. My pelotas. You'll sing for the Pope one day.
And the Pope's like, actually, I disown this entire practice.
Joke's on you, Alessandro.
Joke's on you, no one ever remembers Pope Leo the First.
Yep. He was from Oxford, North Carolina.
Hey, I know all about Oxford, North Carolina. All right, there you go.
Have a great night. Next time, what are we talking about?
King Philip's War, just in time for fucking Halloween. Spooky, spooky, brutal, brutal.
King Philip's
Pilgrims
War, Native
getting their shit
Americans,
rocked.
Pilgrims,
Native
and fucking
Americans
brutality.
getting their shit rocked. It's dark in the woods. What's that sound? We're all finna get our head split open.
Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going round, down, down.
Welcome to the Land of Knowledge.